Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making a Millionaire's tart. It's basically Millionaire shortbread in a tart form, which is Millionaire shortbread is shortbread laid with caramel and then topped with chocolate. Now my hint for next week is that it's a dessert which pairs really well with cream cheese frosting. So let me know your thoughts in the comments box below. So we're going to begin by making the shortbread. So you want to get a bowl and you want to pop in 225 grams of plain flour, followed by 75 grams of caster or granulated sugar. Then you just want to pop in a quarter teaspoon of salt. Let's just give all of these dry ingredients a little bit of a mix. I'm now going to pop in 175 grams of cold cubed butter. This can be salted or unsalted. Now this is quite an important bit, so you want to begin by just tossing the flour into the butter just to coat every single cube, and then you just want to sort of smush the butter into the flour, as you can see using my 4 fingers and my thumb. After about 5 minutes of doing this, you'll end up with this sort of mixture. It's like a breadcrumby mixture with some really large pieces and then some really small pieces. You just want that irregularity. Now that our shortbread mixture is all done, I'm just going to grab a little knob of butter and I'm just going to grease my tin. I'm just going to take my shortbread mixture and just pop it straight into the tin. Now the next step is to sort of push the mixture into the edges of the tin to get a nice even base and make sure it's all even around the edges as well. After a few little tweaks, this is our final tart. So I'm just going to pop this into the freezer for about 15 minutes just to cool. Meanwhile, you just want to preheat your oven to 160 degrees fan, 180 degrees conventional or gas mark 4. You want to then bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes or until it's nice and golden. Now time to make my absolutely favourite bit, the ooey gooey caramel. So I'm going to go in with 1 tin of condensed milk that you find at the supermarket, which is around 397 grams or so. Now I'm going to add in 100 grams of golden syrup, and now it's time to add in 150 grams of unsalted or salted butter, as well as a little pinch of salt. Now I'm just going to gently cook this on about a medium heat just to melt the butter, and then it will begin to actually caramelize. Once the butter is melted, you just want to continue cooking this mixture, constantly stirring until it's a nice golden colour, which can take about 15 minutes. The smells coming off of this right now are actually outrageous. It smells absolutely amazing. One way to see if this mixture is ready is to actually pour a little dollop into a glass of cold water. If it dissolves immediately, it means you need to cook it for longer. If it forms a semi-soft ball, that means you're there. Now that our caramel is all done, I'm going to get my fully baked tart shell. Look at that. One way to tell if it's done, if it's nice and golden brown. Now we're just going to pour our caramel straight onto our shortbread base. I'm going to now pop this into the fridge to set for about 4 to 5 hours, or preferably even overnight. Once our tart is nice and chilled, we can begin melting our chocolate. I'm actually going to be using a mixture of all three chocolates. I'm going to use dark, white, and milk. Although you can use just one, you could use a combination of two. I do recommend that you temper your chocolate, which I'm going to show you how to do. It actually involves taking 25% of your total chocolate amount, setting that to the side, and adding it to your melted 75%. So I'll explain this here. So in my bowl, I've got about 75 grams of white chocolate, which I'm melting over in a saucepan full of water. Once this is melted, I will add 25 grams of unmelted white chocolate, which is actually going to temper the chocolates. So yeah. So now that my white chocolate's melted, I'm going to go in with 25% of my total amount of chocolate, which is 25 grams in my case, and I'm going to add that into my chocolate, and I'm just going to stir it until it's kind of melted, and make sure you do this off of the hob. So now once this is melted, I'm just going to set this to the side, and I'm going to prepare my dark and milk chocolate. So now I'm just going to repeat the same process I did for my white chocolate. I've got 75 grams here, and I've set 25 grams to the side. Once this is melted, I'll go in with my 25 grams of chocolate, which I set aside, and make sure this is finely chopped as well. Right, once this is melted, we can now move on to our final chocolate, milk chocolate, which is my favourite, personally. Last time, here we go. So I've taken 75 grams of my chopped milk chocolate. I'm just going to melt that. Once that is melted, I'll go in with my 25 grams of milk chocolate again, finely chopped. Stir that until it's nice and melted. Now comes the super exciting bit. We're going to start pouring our chocolate all over our tart. I will now pour on my milk chocolate. Don't be afraid to be a little messy as well. Now here we go with our dark chocolate. And again, just spread it all around, do whatever you want. Have fun. Now grab a skewer and just go crazy, just let it all out. What I actually ended up doing is I ended up tempering just a bit more white chocolate because I felt like there just wasn't enough. So I just grabbed some and then I just drizzled it all over. This is just more of experimenting until you just get a design that you're happy with, I guess. Time to skewer again. Ooh, wow, this has turned out quite nice, isn't it? Just make sure you give it a little tap just to settle all the chocolate down. I'm just going to pop this into the fridge just to harden the chocolate for about 1 or 2 hours. Here are some shots of the final product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, you know, all that good stuff. And be sure to hazard a guess to what my next video could be. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!